Good evening and welcome to everyone.
Perhaps going against conventional wisdom here, maybe they can see something we don't. But they'll want to be right about that, or the bowlers could be set for a long day.
Ahmed has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
Yes.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
What a lovely shot, really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Waiting. Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Waiting.
Great shot. At least one on offer. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 8 for none. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength. Going with pace now.
Right armour is coming into the attack.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
That gets things going, just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Misses everything.
Nice.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wait on.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Single.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot and there was no point chasing that.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for two. Over. The Knight Riders are 22 for 1.
22 for 1.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Keeper. Wait.
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Yeah.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Big edge. Where's that going?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Wow, that's missed the lot. Strong appeal. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. 7 runs added in that over. The Knight Riders are 29 for 1. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Waiting. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Just pivoted onto the back foot. So easily done to knock it behind square.
Big shout. The Super Kings having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Well, the margin in this game can be so fine. Fortune favours the batter on this occasion, staying with the umpire's call despite it clipping the stumps.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 34 for 2. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Good looking shot, back into position easily, and timed it beautifully.
Doesn't worry about going down the ground with a 4 square of the wicket. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Thick edge.
Waiting.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Edge. What a ball. End of the over, 10 off it. The Knight Riders are 44 for 2. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. Ahmad, the left armour, is coming off. To bowl from the south end.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Yeah.
Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Waiting. Wait. Wait.
5 runs in that over. The Knight Riders are 49 for 2. Going with spin now.
Captain is going with the spinner.
Waiting.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yeah. Bowler.
వాటిలో టార్గెట్ ఉందన్నమాట. ఆ టార్గెట్ కి ఎలాగైనా ఇచ్చేయాలి. సో దాని మీద వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను. అందుకే స్టోరీలో కొంచెం చేంజ్ ఉంటాయి. కింద ఏం కాదు తీస్తున్నా పెడతావా అన్న బర్త్డే కేక్ అది అదేంటి అన్నం లేకుండా మీరు కేక్ పెట్టాడు అంతే అన్నం పెట్టినప్పుడు దింగి తిను ఎందుకు ఎన్ని అంటాడు అది షర్ట్ చూడు ఇంకా నా పేరు పేరు అన్ని అలాంటివి వేస్తున్నాడు అదే ఏమో మంచి
Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Wait. Yeah.
Got all of it, and for 6.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yeah.
Really good shot there.
Just perfection, a majestic shot.
62.
You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Ahmad from the south end. Beaten on the drive.
Yes, nice ball.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Drives and misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Wait. Wait.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
End of the over and a wicket has fallen. Brilliant over. No runs added to the score.
Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
ప్లేస్ చెప్పనా కొడైకెనాల్ ఉండు ఇంకా కొన్ని చెప్పు అంటే మిగతావి ఇది కరెక్ట్ టైం కాదు కొడైకెనాల్ కరెక్ట్ లేదంటే వరకల అంతేనా
These two batters will have a lot of opportunities to score as the field comes in.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Good return, back from the deep. Singh gets off the mark.
Yep.
Edge. Unplayable.
Keepers.
A couple on offer here.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
End of the over. 4 off it. The Knight Riders are 66 for 3.
Yeah.
Great shot. Great timing.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait on. Yeah.
That's off the middle of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Singh has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Wait on. Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
That's the over. The Knight Riders are 84 for 3.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Edge. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yeah.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yeah.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 95 for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Big edge. Where's that going?
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Brilliant diving stop. Comfortable single if they take it.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Loud shout. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Settings view controls, general settings, అరే దుర్గా రానంటావు చెప్పరా యాక్చువల్లీ రావాలనుకుంటుంది అహ్మదాబాద్ మా వాళ్ళు కావాలి ఏంది నిజం ఫ్యాక్స్ ఉంటా బెటర్ జాబ్ వెళ్తున్నా నిజంగా ఉంటుంది కెమెరా పెట్టి ఏంది ఇప్పుడు మార్చాం బ్రాడ్కాస్ట్ ఫస్ట్ ఏమనుకున్నాం బ్యాటింగ్ క్లోజా బ్యాటింగ్ మిడ్ ఫస్ట్ మొన్నారు రెండు అనుకున్నాం తర్వాత ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో
Just about timed that perfectly.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
The 50 comes up between this pair. It's been a strong partnership so far. A lot of people in the dressing room will be hoping it can continue.
నేను కొంపకు ఫోన్ చేసి టికెట్కి డబ్బులు అయింది అని ఇంకోసారి ఆడికి వెళ్ళాలి బుక్ అవుతాం ఎర్రంతా మనం వలకలాలో తిరిగేది ఎక్కువ ఉంది మన అంటే ఎల్పి హాఫ్ డేనే హాఫ్ డే ఓన్లీ అపోజ్ బోర్డు చూసుకొని మళ్ళీ ఏంటి తాగుతారా ముగ్గురు
A few moves made in the field.
Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
ఆలోచించి అబద్ధం ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడు ఏం చేస్తాను టీషర్ట్ అన్నీ చూసుకుంటున్నాడు బాడీ పెంచుతున్నాడు బాడీ
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Really good innings to bring up the half century. Impressive batting, and will want to push on from here.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Super shot that.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Nicked it. Now then, was there a faint edge? Fantastic catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
Russell is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yep, yep.
Chance to run two.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Yep.
Thrashed away, what a shot.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure.
అంటే రాయాలా లేకపోతే రాయాలా
On the bowlers.
End of the over. The Knight Riders are 130 for 4. timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Misses everything.
Yes, nice bowling.
Russell shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep, yep.
The Super Kings found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
For 4.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple on offer here.
Yeah.
Middle that one. Great timing.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Came down at them, threw their hands at it in the last minute. It's a wonder they weren't stumped.
Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
Singh comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Knight Riders are 144 for 5. Ahmed, the left armour, is the new bowler from the south end.
Wait. Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Bowler, bowler.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Big shout.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Yep.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Waiting. Wait there. Yep.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Down the wicket, misses!
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
And the innings comes to an end. The Super Kings will need 173 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance. Didn't get anywhere near the first ball of the innings.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Drives and misses everything.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Catch it.
Time that perfectly.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Beaten on the drive.
Well bowled.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be? And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yes.
Needs to be on target.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Catch it.
That's off the middle of the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Nokia with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Catch it. Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. Gone!
Yeah!
Not a great shot to start the over.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Gone, another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
Nice bowling.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Oh, well bowled.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Oh, nice bowling.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Perfect technique and placement.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait there. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There's a chance if this hits.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
A very successful over ends. The fielders will congratulate the bowler for their efforts. 2 wickets taken. Nice shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Hey! Oh, well bowled.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Nokia shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
No interest in that one from the batter. Nokia will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Nokia ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Wait. Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
This could be trouble. Could that be out? Looks so.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
The captain is heading out to the field.
Yes, nice bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Hey! Oh, well bowled. Oh, nice bowling.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
The Super Kings seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 26 for 5. Narine into the attack now from the north end. That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Oh, well bowled.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There's trouble here.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running. Narine with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly. Lucky to survive.
Over. The Super Kings are 31 for 6. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. Could be close.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
They'll get at least one. Out! Good catch!
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice.
Catch.
Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Misses everything.
Well bowled.
End of the over, 3 off it. The Super Kings are 34 for 8. Narine from the north end.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark. Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Catch it.
Times it nicely.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Huge edge. Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Captain is going with the spinner.
Catch.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move really.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be 1 run here for them. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. There'll be runs here.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Yep. Keeper. Yep.
Oh yes, holds on to that one under huge pressure. They've done it.
That was one of the easiest wins at this level of cricket you are likely to witness. A class above.